This video is sponsored by Curio. Curio is an NFT platform running on the Ethereum blockchain, and throughout the month of June it is running its Motel America collection from the TV show American Gods. So let's go and check it out. So this is actually the second collection from American Gods. American Gods, the original fantasy book from Neil Gaiman, now a TV show for Amazon and Starz. And there are these characters dropping in various prices and scarcity models. And if you collect them all, there is also a bonus NFT that you will get. Of course, this is an NFT platform, so even if some of those have dropped and you haven't got them, we can head over to the exchange and we can start to see what is available there. Some of the other fandoms that Curio has been involved with, we can see Scott Pilgrim, Heavy Metal, Concrete Park, and also we can kind of check by pricing, and we can go and have a look at American Gods and we can kind of see what prices are being attracted by these NFTs. So if you're interested in stuff like American Gods, Scott Pilgrim, those sort of kind of graphic novel IPs, check out Curio, and thanks for the sponsorship. Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So news looking at today is around F1 Delta Time, the game from Animoca Brands, been running on the Ethereum blockchain for about a year now. I mean, probably over a year in terms of like when the pre-sales and stuff happened, but it's been around and people have been playing it, but it's sort of ended up this game that's very much for high-end individuals who are spending, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands in some cases of dollars buying these very expensive assets and then using them in the game. It's not really succeeded as a mass market game. Partly that's due to gas fees on Ethereum. So Animoca Brands is sort of rethinking it a little bit. They've always said kind of the Revv token, which underpins or first launched on F1 Delta Time, is sort of a sort of an ecosystem. So we've already known there's been this MotoGP game that also uses Revv, although somewhat confusingly that's launching now on the Flow blockchain. We'll see how they can, and as far as I know at the moment there's no bridging between Ethereum and Flow, no official bridging at least, so I don't quite know how that will work out. But Animoca Brands has announced that a new racing title to be announced soon is going to be launching on the POLYGON blockchain, so the old, what we used to know as Matic. This is much easier because there is, you know, good bridging between Polygon and Ethereum. I mean, we can think of Polygon as a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. So you're sort of using Ethereum as its kind of security model, and it's relatively easy to pass assets back and forth between Ethereum and Polygon. Although obviously you pay the gas fees on the Ethereum side when you're doing it from Ethereum to Polygon. And then you're waiting, actually, you wait a long time from transferring from Polygon to Ethereum because you have to wait for the confirmations. Anyway, it is interesting that obviously, you know, Animoca is wants to have more people playing in this kind of Revv motorsport ecosystem, as it now is calling it. So this is actually, I'm a bit behind the time on this. So if you were playing F1 Delta Time between the 7th and 13th of June, you actually earned a free NFT in this new game. I wasn't actually playing, so I've not got one of those, but there we go. It's kind of there's also been announced there's this Formula E game as well, Project Formula E. I'm not quite sure. We don't have many details about that. It's just to be announced, really. But anyway, so this new game is not based around Formula One. It's based around I don't know what you call it, kind of just racing cars, just kind of more normal sort of cars. I don't know if it's branded or anything like that. But the Revv token, because it's an ERC20 token, can be really easily ported over to Polygon. But Polygon's been pretty successful in terms of many DeFi dApps on Ethereum. Aave, the big example, has come over to Polygon and done very well. Sushi as well, Sushi Spot. This is sort of an expansion of the brand and on a blockchain that more people can access. It's interesting with Polygon, although it's much easier to access and a lot of DeFi stuff's happening now. I've not really seen a lot of gaming happening on there. So there are games running on Polygon. I mean, I guess kind of Ava Gotche sort of one, cometh as well, but they're a bit more kind of DeFi based, I suppose, not kind of gamey games. But we have a kind of gamey games, as I'm calling them now, on there. But this will be the first sort of high-end one that's going on there. So we'll wait to see sort of what happens and how this sort of this new game sort of comes across. It is also, as we can see here, Animaker Brands is very much trying to sort of build out an ecosystem, and it doesn't really matter what blockchain the games are running on. So if you bought some MotoGP ignition packs on Flow and this Ninja sticker collection as well, you'll be able to earn NFTs as well. Quite how these things will be sort of got to people's wallets and stuff. That will be interesting to see how that happens. But it's kind of interesting to see. Actually, there's another article. I'll just have a quick. This is the article that's actually just come out, which sort of alerted me. So again, this is showing some of these NFTs. So more announcements in the coming week. These NFTs will be minted on Polygon and airdropped to the people who were playing F1 Delta Time in the kind of the right time frame to get these. And now we can see. This is the sort of kind of style. So it's looking like that these are not real cars, looks like to me, and not from, looking like they're not from real manufacturers. These are sort of made up cars. So this is going to be more like a sort of a fantasy kind of racing car game. But a very different look, and maybe a bit more sort of going with the kind of Polygon theme, maybe be a bit more sort of accessible, a bit more sort of not necessarily arcadey, because I don't think these are arcade games, yeah, something that's a bit more kind of easy to digest and easy for sort of people who haven't got millions of pounds to play, unlike what F1 Delta Time has sort of developed into. And I don't think that's particularly because Animaker Brands wanted it to be that sort of game. I think they wanted it to be more accessible, but it's just sort of what happened with what was happening on the Ethereum blockchain in particular, and what was happening around crypto prices. So we will see how this pans out. Keep an eye on what's going on there. It'd be nice to have some better games, I think, on Polygon. I think that will encourage kind of more game developers to go onto that as well, which will probably be good. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, keeping an eye on what's going on in the world of blockchain games. So please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. See you again soon.